All right, thank you everybody for tuning in to the Law Nation Film Session. What we're going to do is something just a little bit different here. These are Dak Prescott incomplete passes. We're going to take a deep dive at all of these plays right here, and we're going to see what opportunities were missed, what Dak Prescott can do to help improve his footwork, mechanics, and things like that. And I'm going to let you guys know what type of formation the defense were in and what reads were open and things like that. So as we run this first play right here, of course, we see single high safety. On this play right here, of course, you see number 87. He's beyond the sticks there, and it's just a simple drop. Number 87 couldn't corral the ball or bring it inside. So off that play right there, you can chalk that up as pretty much the tight end just dropping the ball. We're going to look and see how the Seattle Seahawks are playing the Dallas Cowboys off of this drive. It's man-to-man, mano-a-mano. That's why I like this type of defense. You know, I'm a defensive-minded guy. Of course, you have number 29, single high safety, covering the perimeter, making sure that no one gets behind him, and he playing a great technique out for this play. The aim in the alley is there. He didn't throw the ball behind him on this play, so could his ball I mean, that could have been a completed pass there. Just a good defensive play too. Everybody covering everyone out in space. This is the I formation. Dak Prescott under center. Still single high safety. You got your one-on-one on the outside. So let's see what they do off of this play. All right, play action. Dak Prescott steps up, and to me personally, high ball. This for me, just looking at it from this angle. All right, put the ball, high, play action, ball just too high. You will have to be 6'9" or maybe 7'11" to catch that ball. All right, let's look at this play. Let's see if there's any pressure that was added to Dak Prescott. So I would throw this out as a bad throw by Dak Prescott. All right, the pocket is clean. Of course, this guy is free on the outside, but what I want Dak Prescott to do in this fashion, let's go back and look at this play again. What I would like for Dak Prescott to do, and remember, there's nothing that we can do to change the quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys at this point. He is the Dallas Cowboys quarterback, so all we can do is evaluate the film. At this point, you got to trust the pocket. All right, so you got a clean pocket at this point. What you want Dak Prescott to do is climb the pocket. And what that does is keeps your feet. You throw more with your legs. And when you climb the pocket, you have a better accurate throw. So when you're flat-footed, the ball will sail on you. And that is exactly what happened. And you can call me armchair quarterback, but that is exactly what any quarterback coach would tell you. Like, hey, at this point, you got the protection in the middle, climb the pocket and make your throw. And let's see what happened. He didn't climb the pocket. He stood flat-footed and threw the pass, and of course it sailed on him. Those mechanics right there, you got to work on those mechanics so we can look at it better from this formation. All right, play action, climb the pocket, climb. He didn't do that, and we see the ball that was like over the receiver's head. All right, climb the pocket. He did better on this play, but he was under duress. He had a lot of pressure, trash in front of his face. Let's see if this could have all been avoided here. One. Drop. Yeah, so good defense by the Seattle Seahawks. Everybody is covered. Look, everyone is covered. You know, you really can't create space like that off of this particular drive, and everyone is just covered. So we're gonna have to move on from here. And then he was under duress. You know, number 70 got beat, pressure into the inside. That's good technique. Push the chest, bull rush, and create pressure on the quarterback. And number 94 broke free. As you can see, the ball sailed high on him, and there's no way that you can step through that throw or anything like that, especially when 94 breaks free on the defense. And that's what you get from here. Ball sail on you. So I would chalk that up as quarterback pressure, and that's what the defense will like to do. You see it on the outside, you see the man-to-man defense. Well, they drop back into a zone. So this is still a traditional cover 2 defense. And we're going to hit play. Everyone is covered, and the ball bounces off the running back's hand. All right. Ball bounces off the running back hand. Now, well, this is the proper read on this play. Let's look at everything. All right, we see everybody mano a mano on the outside. At first I thought it was a single high, but it's still a cover 2. You still have your 2 deep safeties here, which will benefit if you pass the ball into the flats on this play. All right, so as they hike the ball off, there's no way that you can throw this ball to this receiver at this point. You got a roaming free safety right here. He's an opportunistic guy, and he will pick that ball off if you try to squeeze his ball there. Trust me, this ball is already thrown before this guy is open, so there's nothing that you can do off of this play. And we see from right here, there's nothing you can do. Good technique. He got his hips spreaded already, so yeah, he can always twist his hips and they'll pick that ball off. So according to this defense right here, because remember, this safety is responsible for everything that's underneath from right here. So Dak Prescott did a wonderful job of pointing out the underneath guy on this cover 2 scheme that Seattle Seahawks tried to run. It's just that Ezekiel Elliott couldn't hold on to the ball. As we see right here, this ball bounces off his gloves. So I'll chalk that up as a drop. All right, so we're going to look at this defense. They're in the cover 2. All right, they playing off on the slot guy. Everyone else is man-to-man, looks like from here. Ezekiel Elliott is on the right hip of Dak Prescott. Let's see what they do from here. He motion to the left side to give protection. And to me, he whiffed on this block. And I'm going to show you the reason why. You can't go low at this point. You cannot go low at this point. Let's look at seeing what was open and what's needed to be done as far as this play. All right, we're seeing cover 2. There's going to be a guy that's going to get free off the edge here. All right, so what they did here, 1, 2, 3, 4, what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 against 5. And you got your 5 linemen, but he lined it up so wide that on this play, he disguised like he was going to block the tight end. But we still have this safety over the top here. So he's responsible for covering the tight end. So the natural progression of this play would be to throw the ball along this region here. Let's see what happened. He's in a bell technique, the cornerback to the outside. Yes, that's the proper way to throw the ball. As we see right here, he comes off his release. He's opening his hips up, and he's playing boundary technique. And he's getting into a bail stance, meaning that I'm going to bail out on this play. I'm not going to jam you, and I want you to throw the ball anywhere to the inside here because I got safety help, and I'm going to cover anything that's along the boundary. All right, so he gives him a comeback, and he's just not able to get the ball out. And largely hood, it's because of Ezekiel Elliott on this particular play. You got to be able to step up through this block. You cannot dive low. And Ezekiel Elliott knows this at this point in time. Quarterback not able to get the ball out. All right, so we're moving on to the next plays. Motion, Cole Beasley, he's going to be inside. So he's now the flanker receiver, or you can say the slot on this particular play. Shotgun formation, and Dak Prescott cocks it. Got 3 defenders in his face, and he complete the pass to Ezekiel Elliott. Now, these are every incomplete passes of Dak Prescott, according to the NFL All-22 film. And he rolls out here, and Ezekiel Elliott steps out of bounds. One can argue the fact that this play could have switched the momentum of the game, but just an incomplete pass. All right, so what we're going to look here, we see single high safety look too. On the slot receiver, they play an off-man coverage, which that's what I would do too as well. They got still 7-man front, and it's a play action. And it looks to me as if though it was a drop. We see the receiver here. He led the guy. To me, Dak Prescott may have, as far as mechanic-wise, stepped up through this throw. But, you know, to me, if he led him a little bit on his pass, it's just what it is. You still have guys and defenders in his face. And we're going to look at this. And trust me, guys, let me know if you guys have different opinions, different views of this play. All right, he rolls out, and to me personally, that's a drop, basically. They counted that as an incomplete pass. Just a drop by the receiver. And all right, so we in shotgun formation. Ezekiel Elliott on the left hip of Dak Prescott. Everything's compressed because you're in red zone. All right, rolls out to the right. Number 13 breaks free. Ball too high. On this play right here, separation is right here. They playing off-man coverage. You pretty much, everything is condensed as you play within the red zone. Shotgun formation. We're going to pause it right here. We're going to see the tight end. He stumbles. He's open. He wins this route off the release, and this is at the top of his route. He wins this battle, but he stumbles. So you can't make that throw right there. That is a one hell of a good linebacker. He will pick that ball off. Dak Prescott rolls out to the flats, and he throws the ball a little too tall for number 13. Now, one can argue the fact that if 13 was like 6'8", 6'9", maybe you can hold that ball, bring that ball in. Maybe if I'm going to say the word Dez Bryant, maybe you can pluck that ball out of the sky, or a Megatron or someone like that. It's just that ball is way too high. All right, so put the ball in the belly of Ezekiel Elliott, play action. Remember this right here. Of course, there's another, I guess it was a fumble because the opposition came over. This is a good play right here to see why Dak Prescott must learn to climb the pocket. All right, so there's going to be pressure. La'el Collins is going to get beat on the right side. All right, he gets beat. You got all this room and space right here. Climb the pocket. You will have to squeeze a tight window throw. This guy is open. That's where you got to go with the ball. You got to climb the pocket, though. You can't stand flat foot in the pocket, and you can't crank up your throw. You got to trust what you see with your eyes and hit this receiver here. We'll see that it's fumbled or what have you, and it just so happened that our guy landed on the ball, which was good. So we can see better from this angle. La'el Collins get his ass whooped. Get whooped. All right, come across the edge, got to get the ball out, climb the pocket. He must go through his progressions and climb the pocket. The ball got to get out at least at 2.5 seconds. All right, so scan the field. Just a horrible pass by Dak Prescott on this play right here. Now, were everybody covered well? Yes, I can argue the fact that the Seattle Seahawks did a wonderful job of covering. Dak Prescott goes, look, he looked through his progressions. All right, so at this point, he passing off his back foot, and we see the ball is just too high and sail on him, and you don't want that. Let's look at it from another angle. Dak Prescott gets the ball, 1, 2, 3. It's off his back foot, and the ball sailed on him. You got to go through your mechanics, even on the smaller plays, because that could be a pick 6. All right, on this play, Tavon Austin, he's the speedster on the outside. There's an empty. So that's Ezekiel Elliott, and Dak Prescott audibled out the play. Now, quick math, you know for sure you got 5 that's going to protect you. It looks to me that they got 6 guys on the line, and this guy's blitzing. So immediately, you have to go into your hot reads. And as we see, this guy is already coming home. So Dak Prescott got to be able to get this ball out. The guy's in his face, and it's a throwaway. Let's see what could have been done differently. All right, so to me personally, Dak Prescott see the coverage. He see the guys that is 6 against 5, so he know a guy that's going to become free. So either, I don't know if Dak Prescott got the longitude and latitude to audible and bring players in. I just don't know. I don't know. I'm not in the coaching staff. So what he can do is he know for sure it's the matchup numbers. You know for sure that this guy's blitzing in is Kendricks. He looks like he's going to blitz in. He's not even looking what the dead giveaway is. He's not even looking at the running back. His head is turned towards the quarterback. So that lets you know, is indicating that he's blitzing. You can maybe do a hard snap or something like that, a force call. And Dak Prescott actually pointing on that side. So the only thing that you can do is maybe run everyone vertical. I would lob fade past this ball to the speedster on the outer edges, because you know for sure this guy is not going to be able to get to that corner as quick as this guy. So that just bottom line as far as speed wise. The guy becomes free, and Dak Prescott forces the ball out because you got a guy in your face. All right, we're going to see what's going to happen off of this play. Dak Prescott climbs the pocket, and a skipper, it looks like to me, or it could have been a drop pass. Let's see what happens. Step through your throw, and maybe that's a drop. Let's look back at everything. Let's look at everything on this play. And remember, guys, if you guys see something that I don't see, feel free to comment and list your opinions or list your views down below. I want this thing to be interactive as possible. All right, go through this progression. Everybody's still running their route. All right, and the ball is there. I think that will be considered a drop. All right, but I would still like for Dak Prescott to step through his throws, climb the pocket, and deliver the ball that way. That's a drop pass by number 17. All right, so I'm looking at this play again, and the only other option I would go is right there. There's a window of opportunity there, but he's looking only on one side of the field. So there was opportunity missed, but you will have to trust what you see with your eyes and trust your arm to get this ball right there. This guy right here is going down to the flat, so there's this space and opportunity there, and he got a clean protection in the pocket, so he could have delivered the ball there. Let me know how you guys feel off of that particular play. And let's see, climb the pocket, throws the ball to Ezekiel Elliott. Ezekiel Elliott is out of bounds. So that play is a non-factor play right here. Climb the pocket, yeah, hesitate, and he's out of bounds. So guys, I really want to know your thoughts or your opinions of Dak Prescott. I do know that we all have our reservations on Dak Prescott, his ability to go through his progressions, to step through his throws, his mechanics. Those are things that he's going to have to work on. Now, these plays right here are all of the incomplete passes that Dak Prescott threw this past Sunday. And I'm not trying to throw him under the bus or anything. I just want to be able to put film out there so everyone can see from the all 22. And I try to make everything even keel. I'm not trying to throw anyone under the bus. Outside of that, Dak Prescott, hey, it is what it is. At this point, there's nothing that we can do to change this. All we can do is play to his strengths. His strengths to me is RPO. He have to make plays with his legs. He's going to have to manipulate the defense from his legs to his arm from that aspect. I want to know your thoughts and opinions as well. Don't forget, feel free to list them down below on how you feel about Dak Prescott, how you feel about the coaching staff, the GM, who is Jerry Jones. And that's all the time I have for right now. I really thank you guys for yours. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. Salute. I'm out. Peace.